welcome to this Husqvarna 3 professional launch event. My name is Ingrid Ekström and here beside me I have
Hugo van Bijsterveld.
So Hugo, we have a lot of new and exciting things to show here today. Could you explain a little bit what we have here on the table?
Yes, we have a lot of new solutions to share with you today. I start with the battery chainsaws. They will come now with an oil sensor and a version with heated handles, which is unique on the T540 IXP and the rear handle version 540 IXP. But today we're gonna zoom into the petrol chainsaws, a new T540 XP Mark III top handle chainsaw, new platform, and we're gonna step also into a rear handle version, which is the 540 XP. And another new area for Husqvarna is, thanks to our cooperation and partnership with Teufelberger, we're gonna step into a range of climbing gear, climbing ropes, climbing harnesses, and so more.
So tell me, Hugo, why are we stepping into the arborist gear?
We want to be the solution partner for the arborist, and besides top-notch chainsaws, we would also like to grow the ecosystem with the arborist, and therefore we have a range of climbing gear available.
So what does that mean for the user?
For the user it means convenience. They visit the dealer store for the chainsaws, but now by having also climbing gear available, it is convenience also to purchase their ropes, their harnesses at the dealer as well.
And I assume also with the partnership with Teufelberger, that is also something that is adding on this.
Of course, partnership with Teufelberger is very important because they have a high standard like we have.
Yeah. So you also mentioned a new range of petrol chainsaws, and this will not be replaced by battery in the future, or?
That's a good question. We know that the battery segment is growing, and that's why we also keep on innovating and adding new benefits and features to it. But we also know that a big share of the arborists still like to work with petrol chainsaws. And to become that solution partner, we also need to make sure that we are able to fulfill their needs as well.
Thank you. Patrick and Johan, you have been responsible for the development of these new products. Johan, can you tell us a little bit more about what we have here in front of us?
Yes, absolutely. So today we are launching a new rear handle chainsaw in the petrol 40cc segment, which has been a missing piece in our product range for many years. But here it is, the 540 XP Mark III.
Exactly. A very powerful, agile, all-round professional chainsaw, which is a real joy to use.
Exactly, Patrick. But today's focus is not only about the rear handle chainsaw. Today we are also launching a top handle chainsaw, the T540 XP Mark III, which is an evolution of our previous T540 XP.
Fantastic. So what are the news with these chainsaws? We want to know all the details.
Yeah. Both the chainsaws share the same 39cc engine, which delivers excellent startability and drivability with consistent and reliable performance all the way through the cut. Both chainsaws has the close to 2 kilowatts, and the rear handle weighs in about slightly above 4 kilo, and the top handle slightly below 4 kilo. So please, Olivia, show us.
And with these specifications, we know that we are launching highly competitive products in terms of power to weight ratio. And we know that weight especially is key for these products because they are used in inconvenient positions aloft in the tree, as well as carried during long working hours in the forest.
Yeah, correct. And R&D team has managed and made this possible with use of integrating decades of engine development know-how with power and rapid acceleration in mind during the whole development process. So here we delivers reliability, performance and state-of-the-art maneuverability.
Whereas previous rear-handled versions of a top-handled saw look like a top-handled saw with the rear handle sort of stuck on the back, whereas this doesn't. So the design looks good. What this saw does, and why it's always been sort of a popular configuration, is it's taking the power clearly from the top-handled version, because it's the same engineering. So it's giving you professional XP power. Any saw that is lighter and nicer and more nimble to use is going to benefit you ergonomically. The easier the machine is to start, so with its sort of soft start features and its swept back starting mechanism. And that can be very repetitive. You can be starting a saw many times during your day. Physically it's going to make a big difference on your arms and your upper body. It's very light. And the way that the handle, certainly the loop handle, is configured on it, it makes it very easy to move it in positions. It almost feels like an extension of your arm, which is what you want with something that's handheld.
Hi Eric.
Hi Ingrid.
I have seen you using the chainsaw now, and I've been talking to Patrick and Johan, and I just want to hear your experience. Like, how would you use this product?
I would use this product both on ground as well as aloft, in buckets and in tree climbing as well. I would use it for those tasks that is a little bit more longer cutting sequences, more heavier cuts. It will be a perfect chainsaw for that application. It's low weight, well balanced. I think it's really good.
Perfect. And I know that you are a training instructor. And how would you teach this to your students? What would you talk about when you talk about these kind of product and the application usage?
I know there is a strong demand from our customers, or your customers, regarding a low weight petrol professional chainsaw, and this is it, and that's what my students are asking for. So, and it will be used in light forestry applications, felling, bucking, limbing, and that's a perfect choice for this application, I would say.
Perfect, thank you. Hi again. So let's continue deep dive into these products. I know that these products are packed with new technologies. So could you bring some lights on this and what we have done with these products?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of things that I'm very proud of. But just to mention a few, valid both for the top and the rear handle. For the first time at Husqvarna, the R&D team has managed to combine the technology of using a one-bore split carb together with auto-tune. A one-bore split carb, it's simpler in its structure itself, and the air inlet is smaller, which means less weight. With the same moment of inertia as the T540 XP, but with increased torque and the use of the third generation auto-tune, these machines delivers very rapid acceleration. And furthermore, this is a 39cc engine, but with the weight of the 37cc engine as the previous T540. And the key enablers for doing that is to simplify and use lighter and fewer components in the engine layout. And also worth mentioning is the Bluetooth connectivity, as the same for the 592 XP.
Exactly, Patrick. So this means that these chainsaws are connectivity ready, where the connectivity device basically connects all the data that you have in these chainsaws together with, for instance, Husqvarna fleet management system. And that is quite an impressive feature for our professional users.
And I know you also mentioned the third generation auto-tune, and it enables new technologies into these chainsaws. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's correct. And that's the same that we had on the 592 XP. So we call it simple start, but also in technical terms, run on choke. And what it does is that you don't need to think about not to choke or choke the engine, because auto-tune takes care of that. So basically you put the starter lever into position and pull, and you don't risk to soak the engine.
Hi Olivia.
Hey!
Hi. You have been testing this new chainsaw for some time, the T540 XP Mark III. What kind of usage do you have it for? When do you use it?
I use this chainsaw for bigger wood, bigger dimensions of wood up in the tree, yeah.
And what is the experience of the chainsaw now when you have used it?
I really like it because it makes me more efficient as a climber because it cuts so effortlessly and fast, so makes the whole process smoother and yeah, more efficient, I would say.
Ah, that's great to hear.
It's been a few years actually since I've used a gas saw, being that I am a lover of the battery products. But yeah, wow. The first thing that struck me with using the new top handle saw was how it starts. It was very easy to start, both hands, whichever way you prefer. This saw has so much power, you feel it right away. You hit that throttle and it's instant. And then when you're cutting into the wood, as long as you keep it nice and level and even, it's got that same power right through as it's cutting. It's a fantastic saw. It makes my job quicker, easier, less time cutting, less time in positions where maybe it wouldn't be super favorable for you physically. It's very well balanced and it just kind of feels like an extension of your body. And then having that feature on the back of the chainsaw clip that if you need to clip it with one hand in maybe a scary situation, it's right there ready to go. Being able to trust every cut and that the engine is going to work properly every single time you make a cut is very beneficial. I think it's a really nice option for those of you that don't maybe want to go battery just yet.
So what about chain and application for these chainsaws?
Yes, I can give some comments on that. So both these chainsaws can be equipped with our X-Precision SP21G chain, which is an excellent choice for superior precision and high cutting efficiency. But the rear handle chainsaw can also be equipped with our X-Cut S93G chain, which is a good choice for reliable and safe operations during, for instance, a crosscut. Both chainsaws can be equipped with bars ranging from 12 to 16 inches.
So one of the most important pieces in the Husqvarna DNA is maneuverability. Patrick, could you describe a little bit how we have used that for these products?
Yeah. Start with the top handle. In the new T540 XP Mark III, we have preserved the excellent user ergonomics, which primarily refers to the handle positioning and geometries, as well as the rear loop and its well-developed interface against our new climbing gear assortment.
And as we have mentioned earlier, we have invested great efforts in reducing weight on these chainsaws, but also managed to improve power. And that is a critical component for our good maneuverability, but also a critical aspect for safe and efficient operations aloft.
So what about the rear handle? What about the maneuverability on that product?
Yeah, for the rear handle, the key enablers for great maneuverability here is as well the handle positioning and geometries once again. With its well-curved front handle and its firmly grippable rear handle, it gives you the best possible control and efficiency of the chainsaw. And regarding the slimmed down design, as we use for all our chainsaws, is also here carefully considered. The chainsaw geometries and body and the interface against the users.
And not to forget, the engine's rapid acceleration and extremely good cutting capacity is key to reduce fatigue and minimize fatigue on the body during a workday.
Thank you, and thank you both for taking us through these products and the innovations that we have put into this product.
Thank you.
So Johan, you are up here in the tree and making a lot of work here today.
Yes.
So what is it that you're doing?
I'm trying all the new gear from Husqvarna.
Ah, and is it anything special you like or anything you would like to mention?
I really like the harness. It's really comfortable, so I can work easy and you can still move around freely up in the tree.
Which is of course a very important part of when you're working as a climbing arborist.
Yes, very important.
Great. Let's have a closer look at the new climbing gear products. A completely new range to the Husqvarna assortment, especially made for arborists and climbing tree care professionals. So Johan, climbing systems are a bit of an adjacent category for Husqvarna's very core. And I think many are wondering if Husqvarna now is going to develop their own harnesses and climbing gear. Could you talk a little bit about the strategy here?
Yes, good question, and let me put some light on that. What we have here is a partnership with well-known Teufelberger, and I see this as a really great way to kick off our own assortment of climbing ropes and harness. And Teufelberger is a very reputable brand and company in their field, just like we are in chainsaws. And we share the same commitment for quality and innovation. So I think this is a very strong partnership we have here. So with this partnership, we are launching our own high-end assortment of climbing harness and ropes.
So what is included in the Husqvarna climbing gear assortment?
Well, as we mentioned, we have Johan here as a model, the climbing harness that he wears. We have the smart chainsaw strap. We have a work positioning lanyard here. We have climbing and rigging ropes, Prusik, cambion saver, a sling, multi-sling, and we have this for the purpose designed gear bag.
So could you tell me a little bit more about the climbing harness?
This climbing harness is really comfortable, and it really gives the climber freedom of movement when being up in the tree. The different color-coded rope attachment points makes it really versatile, and the climbing harness really gives you the freedom to work in a safe way up in the tree. Moreover, you have different attachment points. If we can have a look at that here, Johan. So you can really personalize for your own purposes with different accessories.
You are mentioning comfort as one of the most important aspects when developing a harness. Could you elaborate a little bit about that?
Yes, comfort is very important when speaking about climbing, both for, of course, safety, but also when it comes to performance up in the tree. It enables you to do long, safe working days. And that's what we have had in mind in this launch. And moreover, though, the harness here is adjustable in different ways to fit different types of bodies, of course, but also different kinds of needs. And last but not the least, we have replacement parts here, so you can maintain the harness during the whole lifetime and to be safe and also minimize cost, of course.
I find it really good that Husqvarna brings us the whole climbing kit, because now you can buy not only chainsaws and accessories, you can get the whole climbing kit. The quality feels really good. The climbing harness and the ropes and the accessories, carabiners, they feel really robust and strong and really good to use. The harness feels really comfortable. The leg straps and the back, it's really good supported, so it feels comfortable. After many hours of work, it still feels good. And the double bridge the harness has, it makes it easier to attach another climbing line to your climbing system. And I like the thing that you can lift the harness up and attached with an elastic band before you even click it on. These new products fit really well the modern arborist use.
So let's move over to the climbing ropes. Why do we have different kind of climbing ropes in the assortment?
Good question, Ingrid. Different customers, different needs, which also means that we need to offer different solutions. So if I start with the top line, this is a double braid, 11.5 millimeters, which is very low weight and stays firm and round, also under load. And on the other side we have a kern mantle, 11.8 millimeters, which is great value for money. Both ropes comes in two different colors, in two different lengths, 45 and 60 meters, and all come with a certified spliced eye at the end.
And I could see before when I was meeting up with Johan in the tree that we have even more ropes, or you need more ropes when you are working as the tree climbing arborist.
Yeah, what Johan used a lot while climbing is the work positioning lanyard, like this one. This comes as a kit, so including the Pru-6 and the pulley and the carabiners in three different lengths, 4, 5 and 7 meters, and it is also certified as a kit, which also goes of course for all our other climbing equipment. It is all certified according to EN and NZ standards.
And which of course confirms how important safety is for the user.
Absolutely.
So many things to carry for tree care professionals when they are out working. So how do we support in that area?
Yeah, today already we have the rope bags to carry the rigging ropes and the climbing ropes. We already have the throw line cube for the throw line and the throw line weights. And Johan already showed the gear bag for all the other stuff, like the harness and all the carabiners he carries with him. So easy to carry all the gear to the worksite.
Great, thank you. We at Husqvarna want to become a full solution provider for you who work with professional tree care. And we hope that with these new chainsaws and with the new climbing gear assortment, that this is a good solution for you, no matter if you are working with the battery products or with the petrol products. So, and also if you are up in the tree or working on the ground. So thank you for watching.